Alright, you know something? This needs to be said, and I don't give a fuck who I piss off, but the shit needs to be said. This bitch Donald Trump really needs to learn how to shut the fuck up and not put his 2 cents into certain shit. You feel me? Coming out telling Collin, saying that Collin Kapernick, maybe you don't need to be in this country, or maybe you should get out of this country for saying the comments that he said. Like, really, bitch? What gives you the right to tell somebody to get the fuck out of the country because of their opinion? Really, what gives you the fucking right? Now, do I agree with what Colin Kaepernick said? Absolutely not. I don't agree at all with what he said. But at the same time, we live in a country where we have the freedom to express ourselves and we have the freedom to voice our opinion about certain shit. So, even though it was probably stupid as shit for him to come out and say that, he still has that right to feel that way if that's truly how he feels. Like I said, was it smart of him to say it to the public? No, it wasn't. It was stupid as fuck. But at the same time, you gotta respect his opinion. Like all these people going on his Twitter and shit, writing, "Oh, I hope you die," or "I hope you tear your ACL." I'm like, really, motherfucker? You don't even know the dude. That's just like somebody jumping on comments on my YouTube page and be like, "Oh, jagging off, I hate your videos. Why don't you go fucking die or get out of the country," or some bullshit like that. It's like all the shit that could be affecting you personally, and you're gonna fuck with somebody like me because you don't agree with the shit I say. Like that's stupid as shit. Or be like this. Like my shirt right now might offend some Irish people because it's a drunk leprechaun or some shit. That'd be like an Irish fucker coming up to me and be like, "Your shirt is offensive to us. You need to get out of this country or you need to die." Like, are y'all fucking for real? You let shit like that piss you off? And then, but back to his ass. You're getting involved with something that completely has nothing to fucking do with you. You feel me? Like you're talking about something what a professional football player said. What the fuck does that got to do with you and your campaign? Not a goddamn thing. Like, and it's been ongoing. Colin Kaepernick's not the first, and he probably won't be the last that this bitch will go on Twitter and be like, "Oh shit, I don't know how many times that I've seen a fucking tweet or some shit shared about shit he talked about Obama." Like, man, you don't know what the fuck it is like to be in that guy's shoes. He's the most scrutinized and one of the biggest presidents under a microscope that there's ever fucking been. And I'm not an Obama supporter by any means. Truthfully, I hate all politicians. They're fucking corrupt as shit, and they don't do shit for our country but fuck it up more. And I'm not. And same thing goes for that stupid ass lying bitch Hillary Clinton. That bitch ain't shit either. But at the same time, like you want to talk about him saying what he said on some shit that has nothing to fucking do with you. I mean, it's dumb as shit. Tell him he should get out of the country or leave the country because how he feels. Maybe you should get out of the country for being a stupid ass racist bitch. About that shit. Or if you see this video and think maybe I should get out of the country, I tell you what, motherfucker. Give me a couple mil to survive on. Take care of my passport information for me, my girl, and my daughter. And I'll go to either Ireland, Germany, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, someplace like that. And and make sure I get NFL Sunday ticket too to watch my Jags. And I'll get the fuck out, no problem. If you feel that way about me, if you become president and all of a sudden you want to deport your own Americans, then fine. Then fine. Pay me to get me out. I'll get the fuck out. That's really how you feel. But and see, it's sad too, because like this is exactly why I don't typically talk about politics on my channel, because the whole thing is fucked. Like, they don't get, like, do you think Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton give a fuck about you, me, or worse yet, our military? No, they fucking don't. They really don't. Just like it made me sick with the Orlando shooting a while back. Both of them could not fucking wait to jump and say something about it to try and get all it was. But in reality, all it is trying to get a sympathy vote. They don't give a fuck about anything to anybody that that got shot up in that club. They really do not fucking care, and it's sad. You're gonna use people who lost their lives senselessly just for you to get a good eye in the public. Oh, he said this about the Orlando shooting victims. We should support him. No, the fuck you shouldn't. All he's trying to do is get a goddamn sympathy vote out of your ass, because that's really what all this shit boils down to. It's fucking stupid. And then you want to bash Colin Kaepernick to make it look like you're more patriotic. Bitch, no the fuck it don't. Anybody who really sees the true meaning of that shit knows that you're a bitch, and all you're doing is trying to get votes out of that shit by voicing an opinion on somebody who really doesn't have a popular opinion right now because of something he said. And the shit really should not even be that big of a deal to begin with. So he didn't stand for the national anthem. I'll tell you straight up, when I go to Baltimore Orioles games and the Blue Jays are in town, I don't stand for that Canadian national anthem, because I really don't give a fuck about Canada, and I don't like their fucking team. Their team's a bunch of assholes. So why am I going to stand for that country? You want to scrutinize me and put me out to the media as a horrible person in Canada? Go right the fuck ahead. Because truthfully, the only thing I like about Canada is that it made Trailer Park Boys. That's about it. So, and it's fucked up too, because like, there's a very telling meme on Facebook, right? On Facebook, I don't know if anybody here has seen it. It's a picture of Joseph Stalin and a picture of Adolf Hitler. And for those of you dumb fucks who didn't pay attention in history class, that is Joseph Stalin's the dictator of Russia when they were a communist country back in the World War II days. Same with Adolf Hitler. Both were ruthless political dictators who killed countless people. Go Google that shit to find out the details, because I'm not going to sit here and explain it all to you. But there's a telling meme saying, if Stalin ran as a Democrat and Hitler ran as a Republican, or vice versa, one of them would be the president of the United States today. And that is really fucking sad. But it's the truth. See, people do not realize that these fucks running for president, whether it be Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, they need your vote to get in office. But people sit there like, oh well, you gotta vote for who you think is the lesser of two evils. No, fuck that shit. Fuck that. Vote for the lesser of two evils. At the end of the day, you're still voting for fucking evil. That's exactly why I don't vote. If you don't vote, or vote for the independent guy, shit, you're better off with that, especially with this fucking election. If you vote for the independent guy will win. It's that simple. You don't, and really, you could do a fucking write-in of who you would want for president, and that person will fucking win. Not these two dumb fucks, but everybody thinks for some reason that you have to vote for one or the other, and you don't. That's stupid. Neither one of them stupid fucks are qualified to run a country. Oh, but Donald Trump's a businessman. Yeah, the bitch went bankrupt 7 times. And you're going to trust them with our economy? And then Hillary Clinton doing all that bullshit over the email or whatever the fuck. I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to this stupid shit. But the bitch is out of her fucking mind and unfit to run a country. Bitch probably has ties to ISIS. So, and you know, I think I've said this before. But truthfully, I feel really bad for our military. I really fucking do. Because they are overseas fighting and dying to make sure people like Collin Kaepernick, like me, like you, like anybody, they are fighting and dying so that you can have freedom of speech and voice your opinion about what you want. And to everybody who has served or is currently serving, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Really, thank you, because the leaders of this country currently and definitely in the future, you guys deserve a lot more than what the fuck that the president, Congress, and everybody in those positions are supplying to you. You truly do. And it's just really sad. And Donald Trump, you're supposed to be trying to win people's vote, but clearly you don't know what the fuck to say out of your mouth. Then it's only catching on to fucking people be like, oh, he speaks his mind. No, the motherfucker's racist. That's really what it boils down to. The motherfucker is racist. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's really only appealing to racist ass white people, and I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. And talking about, he speaks his mind. He don't know what the fuck to say out of his goddamn mouth. The fact that he took time out of his day to bash Collin Kaepernick, saying that he should go to another country, that's pretty much showing you don't give a fuck. That's pretty much showing you do not give a fuck about running for president or fixing anything. I haven't heard shit about what he's gonna fix besides building this fucking wall to keep illegals out. I haven't heard shit about what he's gonna do for the economy or what he's gonna do for anything else for that matter. I really haven't. So, if anybody knows something, comment down, because I don't know what this bitch is really gonna fix. It's just going to be like every other president after the Clinton administration, him and Hillary for that matter. They're just going to fuck everything else up more. That's really what it's going to boil down to. And you know, like I said, I'm probably going to get a lot of people that will be pissed off at this or not agree with me, and that's fine. I really don't fucking care, because those soldiers that I mentioned before, they are fighting and dying overseas so that Jagganoff can have a YouTube channel, and also so that dumb little trolling fucks like all of you who are gonna spread hate speech on this video can comment on the shit. So, you're welcome. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, it's really fucking childish that this bitch had to go and call out Collin Kaepernick just because of his opinion. Basically, what it boils down to. Man, I swear it seems more and more like our country is getting more and more fucked by the minute, and that's really sad.